In recent years, statues of many well-known historical figures have been torn down due to their seemingly offensive roots. However, one figure in particular, Junipero Serra, has received a lot of attention this year. Beginning with protests this June that saw the removal of several of his statues all across the state of California to a potential name change at public school Junipero Serra High. The change began when two students explored the historical background behind Junipero Serra. They pointed out that he helped enslave and cause violence to Native Americans, doing more harm than good while spreading missions.
There are better options of leaders to honor with the name of our school that better represent our history and who we are as a school.
Others argue against this, such as the California Catholic Conference of Bishops, which stated that the historical truth is that Serra repeatedly pressed the Spanish authorities for better treatment of Native American communities. But regardless of how everyone views this history, what matters is how it affects the community and the students of the school that this name is representing. The big question is whether or not this change is really necessary.
I am against the name change. It has been a part of the school's identity for decades, and taking away the name would take away school's identity. I think it would have a negative impact on school spirit, and I think it could negatively impact the sports teams as well. When we see ourselves as conquistadors, we see ourselves as powerful warriors before we go into a race. So I think it could have a slight impact on our mentality going in.
So normally I wouldn't really care about this issue, but I'm kind of in favor of the change because it would appease the people who want to be more politically correct, since Junipero Serra oppressed a lot of people while he was in America. Although changing the name what would we change it to? Because eventually everyone will become controversial.
So I don't really have an opinion on this guy because I'm an incoming freshman who doesn't know any of the history or anything about the school mascot. What I'm more worried about is how everyone will have to transition to online learning. Some people it'll be harder for them to learn online because attention spans. So everyone's energy should be focused on that rather than just some name that nobody will even care about because it's all on computers.
Though this is only a small fraction of the many students at Serra High, there is quite evidently a wide range of opinions that stem from one's interpretation of the history behind Junipero Serra. There will always be those that are offended by what he did in the past, and there will always be those that honor him for his key contribution in developing missions. That being said, I personally am against the change because I don't see it being completely necessary. If a change is to occur, many people will still be upset and will have detrimental effects on school pride and the legacy that this school has procured over decades. Whatever happens, though, I hope the majority of people will be satisfied with the result, which is yet to be determined. This movement is still ongoing, and at the start of this fall school year, students will be given a ballot in their enrollment packet, which will decide the future of this school's name and mascot,